right, hello ladies and gentlemen. We've got a TCG cast that I am just jumping on at the last second here, but I got two of my homeboys in this match. We've got FF Squall, Collin Rupert himself, taking on Alex Whiteside, the Jellyfish Man. I just had to jump on and get this match. Hopefully it's all recording properly. I kind of rushed in to get to all this. So it looks like, Collin, we are opening with a Princess Sarah into a Sarah backup. Are we playing a Sophie deck? We might be playing a Sophie deck. Oh, we just threw out Ramza, though. Maybe this is Tactics. This might be a Tactics version. I'm seeing a Tilika on Alex's side, so I wonder if we're going to be setting up for some infinite loop shickery nonsense. Alex, you know I love you, but gosh darn do I hate that deck and hate playing against it. And I knew these two players would play with a nice, fast, exciting speed. So I say that now, and then we're going to get to some infinite loop. And then I'll be sitting here for 10 minutes it's like, dum-dum-dum, what do I do? And there's good old Norstalin. It's going to help us search out whatever FFCC backup we want. And it looks like this Princess Sarah was set to Lightning, so maybe this isn't Sophie. This might be just the new Tactics deck. I saw YYT kind of make one about that the other day. Althea, of course, one of the most busted backups in the game. Going to go ahead and fetch her out. And let's see how Collin keeps... Ooh, 2 CP backup water Yuna. How many water summons are we running in here? I'm very intrigued by this. We've got this Leviathan, obviously. He's going to feel great to play for one. We've got a Porum, so clearly we've got ways to get him back. How enticing. All right, and Althea is going to come down, reactivate our Tilika, in which case we're going to tap Tilika again. Looks like we're throwing out a Shickery X. We are getting our Star Sybil onto the board. Star Sybil's going to go ahead and fetch us out another Shickery X. Alex wasting no time here, ramping up to 4 backups. But I know Collin, he's not just going to let that go unpunished. So, and by unpunished, I mean he might also continue to ramp up his own backups. All right, Collin is going to drop the Oracle of Light here. Okay, so we had, yep, there he is, right in the break zone. I said we've got to be playing our Lightning Water Legend Thancred. That's why this card, if this card shows up in a non-Scions deck, you can better believe that's going to happen. Here comes Beatrix. Cost of our knights can now be reduced by 2 on the following turns. Really interesting deck. I'm excited to see this one. And Alex, of course, is going to take his time because he knows what his win condition is. His win condition is to get to that loop and then just blow him out in one turn. All right, we're going to play out our Shickery Y here. And so that when we play our X, we're going to get 3 of our backups back. Do we have Z here as well? Shickery's already present, threatening to come in for that sweet party attack. We do got a full line of backups now, because these reactivate 3 backups for some reason. Who knows why. If he goes in, do we want to block with Oracle of Light? Is it too early for Thancred? We've got 1, 2, 3. Thancred would be 4. We can't even hit this Ramza yet, so it might still be a little early for the Thancred. Adele, man, one of my favorite cards from Opus 5. This is exciting to see her. So Adele's absolutely going in for a point of damage. She's not going to be able to be blocked. We will have to put that Tilika down, but it's still pretty early. Or, not Tilika, Althea down. Oh, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so this can be blocked. None of these are 4 or higher. So we can block. I don't think we pulled the trigger on Thancred yet. I think it's still too early for that. Because again, we don't. He's going to bring back Porum. I don't think that's worth it. So unless you're absolutely fine trading out the Beatrix, which, yeah, I feel like Collin's just going to let this go through. I don't think we want to block here, unless he's got some kind of trick in hand. He is going to block. Collin says, forget that. I'll bring Thancred out. It does set up Thancred to kill the X on the next turn. And I believe Porum's our only target, so here comes Porum. Maybe that's not terrible. Well, Porum's not going to be able to block Adele, but I don't know how valuable the water recursion is here, but he does now have that threat that Thancred is. He's just going to slice that X in 2 next turn. Unless Alex is willing to bounce it back with his Althea. But if he wants to get a point in here, I assumed he was going to make Adele unblockable, so we're going to see what he does. We are going to pay for that Adele action ability. Go ahead and make her unblockable. She'll hit in. We've got an Agrius Burst. If you control a job Princess, yeah, I don't think that's a problem. I'm seeing a couple of them down here. So Collin will get a nice little card draw off of that. That Agrius really wouldn't have been bad to see either, because we could have just dropped it and then we could have killed off any of these 3 cards, which would have been really nice. So maybe Alex is ultimately happy that he saw it into the damage zone. Collin is wasting no time here. He's going right into the attack phase, and just as I predicted, he says, X, you're done for. Thancred's going to come in, just cleave him in 2. X will be gone, and we'll take a point of damage. That is going to be Chicory Y. So that's going to be another Chick. Did X not die? I saw him target it, and we should have 2 lightning on the field. Okay, a little mix-up there. Looks like they thought that Thancred actually dealt damage to an active forward, and they thought maybe that's why X lived, but it's just a straight break. So yeah, Thancred went in and took it out. All right, we're putting down our new Avelia backup. The first time I'm getting to see this card used. Beforehand, I've only seen the night version of Avelia, so let's see. So if a category tactics forward is put from the field to the break zone, they'll get to draw a card only once per turn. Currently, we don't have any tactics forwards out, and then, of course, we got that great Aegis special. Let's see how Alex responds here. Well, what better way to respond than with more Chicories? Now we'll get Z on the board, get our backups right back, and Chocobo. Who are we bouncing back? Probably Y? Do we want the card draw, or do we want the backup reactivation? I mean, we'll get a card draw off Chocobo, and then we could play Z again to get 3 more backups back. No, so we are going to bounce Y. We do want that card draw. That's what we're searching for. So we'll draw a card off the Chocobo. Probably tap 2. Get another card draw. Are we fishing for X, I wonder? Did we cast Tilica this turn? Because it looks like he only paid that for 1 CP. So I wonder if we actually cast Tilica. We made everything 1 cheaper. And we'll throw out our Aerith Legend, cast Asura. Probably going to get all of our backups back. Or are we going to get a character of 2 or less from the Brit? We are. There's our X. Asura, man. This card has just shown its versatility in Opus 12 and Opus 13. It's always fun to see these old cards get new prominence when they get new targets that they can benefit from. So here comes X. He's going to come down. He's got nothing left in hand, but he's going to draw, get all his backups back. I don't know if we'll have the CP to use those backups. And the good news is Collin does have a Porum on defense. He won't be able to block the Adele. Oh, no. Oh, it's a Chocobo. He top-decked Chocobo. Wow. We're going to go ahead and give that X haste. You know what that means. It's party time, folks. These Chicories are going to party together and at least deal 3 damage. I imagine Collin is going to block after that with the Porum. Probably get back this Leviathan. I wonder if he'll even bother. Well, no. It wouldn't even matter if he does it on Adele because she could still attack and there won't be any defenders. If Collin's got something in hand to stop this, he needs to do it right now because he's about to be in for a world of hurt. And then all these forwards are going to be down next turn, so Thancred won't even be able to strike back with his active strike. X, A, B, C. It's easy as X, Y, Z. Now you were gonna take 3 damage, please. Da, 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 da. All right, so what we hit? We hit another Agrius, so we will get a card draw for this. And then 2 backups into the break, so I don't think we're too sad to see these go. Maybe we would have wanted the Simon, but at this point, we're under such pressure, we probably really need forwards. So the good, and then he will block the attack with Porum. He's going to get back that Leviathan. So he's got 7 in hand. So the good news is Collin is going to have 9 cards in hand to start this next turn. Unless we get another Agrius here. Then we're going to go up to 10. No, there's an Avelia. Darn, that's a shame. That Aegis special could have been useful. And it looks like Jellyfish Guy is just going to... Are we tapping Althea? We have nothing in hand, so are we bouncing something back to our hand? That's my guess. Interesting he's doing it now. I would think you would just wait till your opponent's turn and try to interact with whatever they're going to do. Okay, so it looks like Collin is responding to the stack of him trying to bounce. We pitched a Sarah and a Leviathan. What are we is this Remora? Oh, baby, it's Big Famfrit. Interesting. Had to overpay just a little bit. That Una would reduce it to 5. I wonder what Alex tried to bounce back with Althea. And he opted to get rid of X and the Chocobo. Interesting. Well, and then who did he bring back? Okay, so he brought back Adele to his hand. And he's going to crack... Is this all still in combat? It is still in combat. Wow. Okay, so wow. I just assumed this had gone on to the main phase because it said it here in Octagon, but I think that was... No. That was afterwards. Wow. So still in combat. he wanted to bounce Adele, replay her to get in another point of damage off the Star Symbol effect. And Collin said, well, hold on. I'm at least taking out some of your guys with that. Went ahead and dropped Big Fam for it. Now, Collin will only have 5 cards in hand because of that. We don't have the X, so we don't have the guaranteed hit you for damage or die. But we do have this Adele, which is unblockable. Now he's at 6 damage. Crazy aggression out of Jellyfish guy here because he basically just told Collin right now, you need to answer this Adele or I'm going to kill you next turn. So, question is, can Collin answer it? All right, and it looks like we've just got a concede from Collin here. He's just showing his hand. He just didn't have a way to guarantee that Adele was going to go down. And without a way to guarantee that Adele, he was just like, yeah, what's the point? I'm just going to get, hit with an unblockable forward next turn. So just concede and go on to game 2. So Jellyfish Man's going to take that first one. Man, some crazy aggression coming out. That Adele play, at first I wasn't sure because, you basically took out 2 backups, but it was nice because it did put him on that threat of that, like, hey, you have to be able to, you're going to die. You have to get rid of this card. You can no longer just put a blocker out as a means of protecting yourself. Kind of a shame we didn't get to see Collin do more with this tactics deck. I would like to see more what it can do, so hopefully we'll get a little bit different this time. Alex had no problem just coming in hard and punching him in the face. Collin's going to set up 2 backups immediately. We got that Thancred in there for the Oracle of Light, Leviathan. Yeah, it was a shame. I wonder if, I don't know if it would have made a difference, but I wonder if he could have waited a little longer for the Oracle of Light before Thancred came back to try to get a better target, because Thancred just bringing back Porum wasn't great, but we did also get to break the X. That's important too, so yeah, it's just tough. Alex really playing aggressive. And our Norstalin's going to go grab Artilica. Both these players are just playing super fast. They know what they want. They know what their decks do. We've got no time to waste. Let's just go, go, go. Got our Ovilia out. We are set. Only thing we're missing on Collin's side now is some Lightning CP. Alex is going to waste no time punching back. There's Artilica. We're set up for 2. Here we go. Back and forth. Gentleman's game, baby. Let's see those backups. Collin says, oh, you want to play Northstalin? Well, I'll play new Northstalin. This is Princess Sarah. We're going to, or Sarah, I always call it, because she's a princess and she's Sarah. This is Princess Sarah. One's from 1, one's from 3. They really love the name Sarah in the Final Fantasy series. No, that's great. We're going to fetch out our Princess Sarah, which we can just tap for this one. She's going to give us our Lightning CP. We are set on 5 backups, sir. Collin still has 2 in hand, so he is ready to go. He opened great, and he was able to just set up quickly. That's exactly what he needed to respond this time. So can Jellyfish match that aggression, or is he going to start trying to put some forwards out? All right, we're going to just jam a Shikari Y out there. We actually discarded another version of Y, and Z is going to enter. We're going to get 2 of our backups back. Are we going to put down an X here and draw a card and get our backups back? That would not feel bad at all. Oh, we're playing Adele. How did we play Adele? Okay, looks like we did use our Artilica effect to make her cheaper. Boom, Adele's going to go right in. Here's Leviathan. He's going to go ahead and protect one of Alex's forwards, so that way he gets to draw a card. I mean, Collin has drawn plenty of cards off these EX bursts. He's certainly not lacking in that department. The question is just what can we do with him. But this is good. Now he's going to have 5 in hand on 5 backups. Unless he just dead draws, surely he's going to be able to do something with that. All right, we've got Zalbag coming down. I haven't seen this guy in a while. Breaks a forward at cost 2 or less. Who do we target? We took out Y, so we don't want that backup. But no, maybe we didn't. Y's coming back. We picked the wrong one. Did we want to take out Z? No, Alex is casting Chacabo. Folks, I almost just said Chac. Newfound Chacobos. No, he cast Chocobo to protect his Y from dying. We'll draw a card. That Chocobo showing up right on time. Him and his cousin Chacabo. Gosh, Chacabo, listen to me. It's one of them newfound Chocobo creatures all the kids are riding. I never realized Zalbag costs 3 CP. I think because he breaks a 2 cost, I just also associated him as being a 2 cost. But no, he's a 3 cost. And now we're going to cast Fabfret. Let's see. Excuse me for the yawn. So Alex will just go ahead and sack off Adele. We will lose Zalbag. Interesting. So Bart has the jobs of the forwards you control. If he gains 3 of them, now he's only going to have 1 job, but that doesn't matter when X here just gives him everything he needs. So Bart's going to get haste. He can't be blocked by a 4 or more. God, tell me we don't have a Chocobo here. If we have a Chocobo here and these Shikaris have the party attack. Don't do it, Alex. Come on. No. Oh, okay, well, we're bouncing. I'm going to guess we'll bounce. I mean, you probably want to bounce X, right? Because that way we'll get... And actually, Bart's, keep in mind, is also a Sin Hunter, so Bart's let them reactivate and play a card as well. He actually moved Norstalin back to his hand. Interesting. I thought he was going to bounce one of the Shikaris and then do more shenanigans. So if we can somehow give X to attack this turn, and we do a party attack, that's 3, plus the damage is 4. That would put our opponent to 5. Bart's would be 6. We would need 1 more. God, are we looking at lethal this turn? Come on, tell me we're not doing that. Going to play a Star Symbol to go get a Z? Surely he's just getting that for, like, CP to throw away, right? Oh, no. Well, there's Y'shtola, so... Jellyfish guy just said, hey, hope you don't have a summon, because not going to work. So X doesn't have haste. So we're not threatening lethal. We don't have the big party attack coming through, but... we are still going to get hit 3 times, and then, again, we're on the clock for the next turn. There's a Summoner to damage. We need some Famfrits here or something. A Dice Darg. There's Ash. Man, might have been useful. Okay, Collin has got to draw some removal here. We need 2 massive Famfrits. I mean, is that even enough? Because Y'shtola is just going to cancel whatever the first summon is that comes down anyway. I mean, does Agrius even help here? Because, again, Y'shtola is just going to cancel that. As a matter of fact, Y'shtola and Bartz would be the only targets she can kill anyway. So, can we bait something out? Then can... Nope. It looks like Collin might just be going to concede again. He's got a Lightning, a Jegrin. He's got a Thancred, but that Y'shtola on board just says, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, we could have played Thancred. We could have pulled something out of the zone, but it doesn't matter. Y'shtola just says, nope, it's done. Man, Jellyfish guy just showing pure aggression with these Shikaris and just saying, we're the Shikaris, we're here, we're in charge, you're going down. It's a shame. I would have loved to have seen more from this Tactics deck. It looks really neat, but it was just not meant to be today. All right, folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.